welcome back to another video. So I posted this photo on my socials. I think it was last week or the week before. I think it was last week. And I had quite a few people asking me how I did it, and also asking if I could do more like beginner kind of videos. So I thought that's what I would do, is come straight on here and show you how I did it. I've already applied my base and on my eyebrows. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is decide on your colours. Now, be brave, go for whatever colour you want. This is my newest palette. I actually got this for my birthday, and it's just got so many colours in it. The only thing I don't like about this is it's very pigmented, so I actually usually do this and then my base, but just for video so you can see the full effect of how it looks, I have done the base first, so I am expecting a little bit of fallout from it. I started out doing makeup, I used to use like one brush and then my finger sometimes, you know, like if you needed, let me see if I've got one here, like a flat brush, like this is the one I was looking for, one of these. If you don't have one of these, it's just a very short bristled brush, then you can use your finger. If I was to say two brushes that you need, definitely one of these. This is just a big fluffy blending brush and one of these flat ones. This one is like most used brush that I have. I absolutely love this. So I'm actually going to go in with this one first. It's just a fluffy brush. Obviously, if you are using the same brush or if you've got limited brushes, just make sure you clean between each colours, otherwise you're going to end up just messing up whatever work you've done. Yeah, none of these are named. And then you just want to go in. If you're doing this before you've done your base, I'll zoom you in a bit, I actually put concealer on my eyes first so it sticks a little bit better and the colour comes out a little bit better. However, I've already done my base. I also need to apologise for the lighting. I should have already done this. We've had a power cut, so I don't have any like ring lighting. It's just natural lighting I'm having to sort of work with. So let's go ahead and tap off the excess. So you want to hold your brush far down like this, because then you get lighter strokes and it comes out much more natural. If you hold it here, you are going to get much harsher application and it just doesn't look great. Plus, you want to be able to start with less and build it up, because you can always build it up, but taking it away can be a bit of a pain. And if you start here and you think, oh, that's a bit much, you're just going to have to scrap that and start again. So, closing the eye, we're just going to start off just up at the top of the lid. Now, don't worry if it goes down here, because we'll sort that out later. Totally depends on the look you're going for, on how high you come up. The shape you want on your outer corner. You might want a more smoky look, you might want a sharper look, you might want more of a round look. It's completely up to you. Again, the good thing about doing your base afterwards is you can really neaten it up. You can really start to neaten up the shape of whatever you're trying to achieve, but it really does just come with practice. So that's one. And again, go crazy with colours. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with having colour. I think people are quite scared of using colour because it shows up so much more than just putting, you know, like a nude colour on, obviously. But yeah, it's just practice, and you can always go in. What I do is I go on to like Pinterest, even Instagram, even just Googling actually. Pinterest is my favourite though for anything, absolutely anything, especially makeup related stuff. If you go on, say, any of those search engines and just type in cut crease, you will get loads of different looks, and then just go and recreate them, and you know, you'll learn from mistakes. It won't come out perfect, it never will come out perfect first time, but then you know where you're going wrong and where to practice. So take a smaller brush. Now if you don't have a smaller brush, again, use the same one. You can even use your finger. Now, let me see if I can get the right one. I'm going to use this one. So it's just a very tapered brush. And now you can use a black, or I'm actually going to go a darker purple, I think, mixed with a little bit of black. So I've just mixed those two together. And then I'm just going to dab it on the outer corner. So I don't use this one for blending. I literally just dab it in like that. Get the same brush, don't worry about cleaning it, because it's not like you've gone from a darker colour to a lighter colour, you're just going from that purple to the black, so it's not going to make much of a difference. And then really just take your time and blend that black in. So what that will do is it'll deepen it and it'll just give it a bit of depth. I'm actually going to take this one straight in. And the more you blend, the more effortless it'll look, the smokier effect you'll get. But these brushes are brilliant. You do really need one of these blendy brushes, for big fluffy brushes for blending. And I'm just doing little circles and then just spreading it and then little circles. So I am quite happy with that. So this is the next step, the crucial step for getting your cut crease. So a concealer. So just get a little concealer, and if you have, oh, the lighting's going down a little bit. If you have different brushes, you want to get a flat brush. So you can either use that one next year. Let's see. So I'm going to go with this one. So this is a flat brush, but it's not the same one I'm going to be using to apply another colour. This one's actually a bit more firm. It's a bit firmer. So you're just going to get your concealer and just dab it on. Again, it doesn't matter what concealer you use. Any concealer will be fine. The picture that I actually put up, I had this dark colour here. I had it in the inner corner. It wasn't black. It was just like, I think it was a purple shadow I used then as well, and it was just a purple, a darker purple I put in the inner corner, which you can do as well. So what you want to do then is just pat that in. You're not you know, like blending it or smudging it. You're just patting it into your lid, right up into your crease here. And again, it will take a moment. There we go. And then this side. So again, this will really help to create a sort of neater line, and it just cleans it all up. That's why at the start I says, you know, if it goes onto your lid, don't worry too much, because we'll be getting rid of it anyway. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brush. If you don't have one of these brushes, your finger is excellent. I actually might use my finger because it usually comes out a bit better. And then choose another colour. So you're better to go with a slightly lighter colour. So I think I'm pink. I think this one here. Okay, so we're just going to go straight in, tap the excess off. Now with this, a little bit like, well, just like with a concealer, you don't want to rub it in. You just want to pat it in. Okay, so again, I'm actually getting a bit of fallout there. Back in with my fluffy brush, wherever I have put it. Here it is. I'm going to go back in and just go back in with a purple. We put on the outer corner, this one. And I'm just patting it in. And the colours are up to you, you know. This is just a very simple, a simple one, just to sort of give you the idea of the technique. You know, you can have a lighter colour in the inner corner. You can have a darker colour in the inner corner. I'm then going to go in with the purple that is at the top, one of these angled brushes, and just swipe that across. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow, I think. I think we're going to the pub tomorrow because the pubs are open again. So I think we're finally getting to be people and actually go out again. So eyeliner. I'm actually not going to put eyeliner on my waterline or anything. I'm just going to put on the liquid liner. So this is another thing people ask, is how do you get like your shape so tidy? It's practice. I used to do one and it would come out alright, and then I'd do the other one, it'd be the complete opposite. So then you try to recreate this one and then that looks even worse, and it's just practice. So I'll mirror, because I'm actually looking at myself doing this in the camera and it's not very and it's not working. So I'm just gonna take my mirror and look off to the side, but you will see that I am still here. And I always start with the bottom line on the very outer corner. Now you can either have a shape where you are coming, let me show you on my hand. So you can either have a shape where you are coming straight out like this and you match up, or you can have a curve, if you can see that. I don't know if that showed up, but whatever shape you want, just go with it. So I think I'm gonna go for a curve. So we start here with the bottom lash line. I close my eye and I just do one sweep up. I don't press too hard. I then go from the middle of the top lash and just join them up, and then back to the bottom lash, and then I'll just neaten them up so you get a nice flick. And that's it. Easy, okay? It really is just practice, though. I know it's not actually that easy when you're starting off. I think it's important as well, it is important to have a good liner. This is my favourite one. This is the Maybelline Hyper Precise All Day Liquid Liner, and I will always get this one. I've tried loads. I've even got like the Huda Beauty one that I actually showed in my Glossy Box video a while back. I don't really like that either because it's the one, you know, that you dip in and you pull out, and I just find with this, the tip on it is like, it's just like the right, how can I describe it? It's like not too hard. One of them that I've got I was using and it like scratches your eyelid. It's horrible. But this one, it's nice and soft. You get a nice line out of it. So same thing, just flick it out. I always start with the bottom. I know a lot of people will start from the top and then match it up from the bottom, but I always do the bottom as a guide, then the middle of the lid, top lid, match it up, and then go back to the bottom and just neaten it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and just stick on some mascara and some lashes. So like dip, this is actually running out, pull it out, and then I actually wipe off the excess at the top because I just find that it really does prevent you getting any clumps. Start on your lashes and just wriggle it and move it up at the same time. The lashes that I'm going to use are these. So these are the Luxie lashes. They're faux mink 3D lashes, and they are in the style Zara. And then I'm just going to grab a little glue. I have, look how cute this is, like the tiniest little duo glue ever. I think I got this, the longer end will obviously always go at the outside. These can be quite scary when you start off with these. I was awful with these. Not so much at getting them, like applying them, but getting them to actually stay on. And what I found was I used to put the glue on and try and get them to stick straight on. You've got to let the glue go tacky or they won't stay. They won't even. The other thing you might need to do is cut them, so they usually come quite long. Like the band at the top will come quite big, and then if you put them on there too long, it'll be poking in the eye. You don't want it to come out too much here at the end because then it looks really silly. So I'm going to take these off and just pop them down in front of me. And I will show you how I apply them. The other thing that I will always use is some cotton buds, just to help stick them on. Again, you can get little tools and stuff, which funny enough I do have, but I just never use them. I'm quite happy just use my fingers to put them on in a cotton bud. So with the glue, you can use any glue. You can see that it's just a very thin layer that's on there. I'm just going to let them sit for a moment. This is usually because they get some cotton buds, let them dry, and then I'm going to use my mirror again. Just give them a quick blow. So you just want to get them as close to the root, your natural root, as you can. And then just give it a very soft press. Now I don't push the inner corner in with my finger, that's why I use the cotton bud, and I just very lightly dab it. And done. So the other thing I should have said is with the lashes, when you get them out the packet, give them a little bend, obviously not too hard, but just give them a little bend, because then when you're applying them, they will sort of sit better on your eye, they naturally. So my top tips would be, when you hold a brush, hold it at the end, obviously not right at the end, but hold it here, don't be holding it up here, because you'll get too harsh of a look. Always clean your brushes. If you've only got the one brush or even two brushes, clean them between uses, so don't be lots of searches on different looks that you can do. And yeah, that's it. The main one is practice. It just takes practice. That is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.